All right, we should be live. Hope you guys are doing all right. We're gonna go through some of the pairs that we usually look at. This is gonna be euro dollar, pound dollar, um, the yen cross pairs as well. Although I really don't have anything on there, but and gold of course. All right. So if you just give me a couple of minutes, we're gonna start with the analysis soon. In the meantime, you guys let me know, whoever joins, if you can hear me well. Do I need to fix my mic? And if everything is running smoothly, then we're gonna carry on and have a look at some charts, right? Okay, just need a couple of minutes. I'm gonna send out some links for the live session, so hopefully more people can join. Also, don't forget to check out the links below this stream. Join the free Telegram channel if you haven't done it already. There are very important updates being sent out to our free members, all right? So you don't lose anything. All you gotta do is just click on the Telegram link and join from there. So I did already send out the video in the premium Telegram channel about a couple of hours ago, going through all of those pairs right here. Okay, and we do have some trading opportunities, I would say. Some of them we're gonna have a look at right now during this session. Okay, so make sure to stick around because we're going to be observing price action right here and maybe even on the lower time frames to make sure that we don't miss a good trading opportunity. Just gonna send out a quick link on X as well, and we're good to go. Okay, So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's see what we've got, because we may have something going on in the beginning of this session. So we're gonna start off with euro dollar. Can you actually hear me well? I would really love if you guys can confirm if my sound is okay so I can carry on. But what do we got here? Now I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, and it obviously looks like euro dollar is bullish, right? And this is something that we talked about last week as well. An upside continuation here on euro dollar. Now the thing is, I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, and we've got a really strong momentum to the downside. Okay, so maybe a little bit of a pullback won't hurt anybody, right? So I am expecting to see price maybe breaking below those lows right here, and then going back to the upside. So this is something that I'm going to be looking at for potential entries. Now we can easily start climbing up from current price levels. And as long as I mean, if I get a nice reversal signal, I could give it a try with a very aggressive stop loss right down here. Okay, if let's say we get that reversal here, and maybe using less risk. Okay, and then I would expect for price to continue higher. Now, if I get taken out, this is fine, because then I'm going to be looking to re-enter again at a lower level, which is most likely going to actually give me a better risk to reward ratio. Okay, so in most cases I would wait for price to give me the setup that I really want to see, and if I get something else I would probably not take the trade. But in this case it's a bit different, just because if you look at the 1 hour time frame, we've already had a few confirmations that the market is most likely going to continue bullish. So this is what makes me expect for price to break above the current resistance. All right, so I'm going to be observing price action right here, but ideally I want to see the market taking these most recent lows out and then going back to the upside. That would be a really good setup, in my opinion and according to my strategy. Then moving on to pound dollar, where it's not much different, as you can see, right? So currently going through a pullback here. So let's see how it goes. Now if price starts heading down and it's actually gaining momentum and it breaks below this support easily, I'm not sure whether we're going to get that reversal right away. We could, and obviously we need to follow price action and see how it goes, see what it does, to then decide what actions we want to take, or do we want to just sit it out and wait for a better opportunity. But for now, we're just observing the pullbacks here. Okay, I'm not looking to enter a sell trade. I'm only looking to go long, and of course I need more confirmation. Okay, so apart from that, what else do we have? We have, I mean, we do have the yen cross pairs, which at least at the moment I don't really want to trade, because even looking at the 1 hour time frame, we have been trading sideways for quite some time now. I definitely need to see more action on the higher time frames in order to start looking for day trading opportunities. So let me put it that way, right? So I really don't have any. I mean, maybe short term we're going to continue lower. Okay, I just see that there is a lot of support down here that needs to be taken out. So maybe short term we are going to move, make a move to the downside, and then at some point I just feel like we're going to reverse again. Okay, So I really don't want to trade in a ranging market, and that's why I'm just going to be skipping the euro yen and the pound yen pairs. Okay. And by the way, dollar yen is also currently trading at a very important support level. So if you look at the daily time frame, this is what dollar yen currently is. So we're maybe going to see some rejection right here, maybe a little bit of a pullback, even if price will continue to the downside and break below this current support. I mean, before that, we're probably going to see some sort of reaction. It is a very strong and significant level, this one. Okay. So considering that we are going to have something going on here on dollar yen, that probably means we're going to see a reaction on euro yen and pound yen as well. Okay. So that's why I prefer not to trade the yen cross pairs or any of the yen pairs at the moment. I just believe that we have a much better opportunity either on euro dollar or pound dollar. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to mark out the resistance right here. Okay, so that's why we've got this reaction here on pound dollar. We are currently testing the resistance from the 4-hour, the 1-hour time frame. So this is something completely normal. Well, it's actually a daily resistance, as you can see. But anyways, what else? We have gold, of course, with a strong continuation to the upside. But I also want you to see my 4-hour time frame right here. So I've got this last move. This is what I talked about in the premium Telegram channel earlier today, that we are currently trading at a very strong level here for gold as well. So, you know, we're talking about the level of 3,500. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to see a continuation to the upside. I believe price will continue even past 3.5K. But before that, there's got to be a pullback, right? So I'm not going to rush into any trades, at least not yet. I mean, you can see that we've got buying opportunities. We've got a lot of price action going to the upside, a strong momentum. But then at some point, the market always does this, right? It creates a deeper pullback to take out some of those players right here, and it then continues to the upside. And we've seen this times and times again, especially with gold. Same thing here, right? Short-term opportunities to buy, and then out of nowhere, there's a deeper pullback, taking price below the most recent low. All right, so we're most likely going to see something like this happening again. And what would be a good level for that to happen? Well, the 3.5K level. All right, this is our third Fibonacci expansion target based on this move right here. It's also 3.5K level, 3,500 level, kind of a psychological round number, right? And it makes a lot of sense that we could see the market forming a pullback to gather some liquidity, take out some market participants, and get enough strength and momentum to push past that 3,500 level. So if we see this pullback happening, well then, do you want to trade that? Do you want to go against the trend and look for short-term selling opportunities? This is completely up to you. But me personally, I don't take those trades. All right. Even if the pullback, you know, carries on for, let's say, a few days, even if we are in a pullback until the end of the week, I'm most likely not going to be looking for selling opportunities. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. Back to the 15-minute time frame. Let's check out the 5-minute time frame. So for now, I see some rejection while breaking below this most recent structure, but I actually think we're going to see, you know, this continuation happening. So I'm going to give it some time and see how it goes. But yeah, we do have a little bit more of an active market, um, after the holidays, which is completely normal. So let's see, here is the support on euro dollar. We're talking about the level of 1.1480, 81, 82, something like this. Even though I marked out this level on my chart, it doesn't mean that if price breaks below that, I'm going to be looking for short trades. It doesn't mean that. I'm just marking out the level. And even if we push below that level, I'm still going to be looking for, a reversal, because I'm only looking to buy. And if we manage to take out some lows, I know the market is going to gather liquidity because there are pending orders sitting below this level. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Now this setup here on pound dollar is looking even better. Why? Because we pretty much have this break and retest pattern here. So here is the pullback, price trading sideways for a little bit, breaking them above this minor structure right here, coming back for a retest, and the 15-minute candle is closing in 1 minute. Okay, so what we see right here is kind of a nice break and retest pattern. And then we can see price continuing the upside move. A nice 5-minute bullish momentum candle here on pound dollar. We probably got not really the same thing on euro dollar though. Now, if anyone decides to go long on this setup right here, you know, it's probably best to do that with the more aggressive stop loss and a smaller lot size. Because even if you place your stop loss right here, just based on this entry, this is going to be your conservative stop loss. But this is only the 15-minute time frame. And I mean, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, even if price breaks below this, we're still going to be in an uptrend, which means this is not really the level where you know that your idea is wrong. Okay, and this is exactly what I said in the beginning of the session. I really want to see price breaking below this and then reversing. Okay, so why am I saying this? Well, let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. If you are going to be taking a very aggressive entry like this one right here, it's probably best to use a smaller stop loss, okay, and be able to get out on the first target, which is basically the previous highs. Okay, so this is what you got to do when you use aggressive entries. You may sometimes get taken out, then you get another confirmation, so you enter again, right? You place your stop loss down here, so then price again takes you out. So what happens next? You get another confirmation, so you got to be able to enter that trade for the third time, and maybe this time is where you're going to be right, and then eventually the profit that you're going to make on that entry will most likely cover the losses before that. But whatever you are trading with small stop loss and you use aggressive entries, you have to be able to enter again and again while your trading setup is being confirmed, right? It has happened to me many, many times, because sometimes I prefer to be a little bit more aggressive, right? And I may take entries like this, okay? But I know that I may also get taken out a few times, couple of times before price actually goes in my favor and it confirms my trading idea. So using smaller lot size is always good when trading more aggressively. We don't yet have a good enough rejection here on euro dollar. So let's check out the dollar index. Being quite bearish for some time here on the dollar index. So overall, I am expecting for the dollar to keep that pace to the downside, maybe a little longer. And so that's why we're looking for long trades on the major instruments. Now I'm really curious to see how this 1 hour candle is going to close. There's still quite some time, just shy of 40 minutes till that hourly candle closes. But if this candle reverses and it closes as a bullish candle, this is most likely going to be a strong signal for an upside continuation right away. And even though I am expecting a pullback, we may get a different signal than what I expect. Yep, so far so good here on pound dollar. Now, if anyone managed to enter a trade here, while price is going like this is great. But if you see a strong move in the opposite direction, a momentum candle, uh, this is most likely a signal for you to close your trade at break even, or maybe accept a small loss. Um, because, like I said, I think if we look at the higher time frames, yep, we're definitely due for a pullback. It's just a really strong level, significant level up here for price to be able to break above that easy. But we may see that breakout on the lower time frames. Okay, um, price may be pushing a little bit higher and then reversing again in a sharp manner. And if that happens, well, then this is going to be a proper rejection here on the 1 hour chart, for example, right? And by the way, if this is your first time on this channel, make sure to check out our website, trendlineforex.com. There's a ton of valuable information. Join the free Telegram. All the links that I'm talking about are down below this video. And we also have a premium Telegram channel where, we're sharing daily setups. It's a 10-minute long video that we send out every single day from Monday to Friday before the London session opens. So you are prepared for the day ahead and you know what to look for. So as you can see, here is my full watch list. We've got plenty of instruments, including gold, Bitcoin. We sometimes have a look at silver as well, many cross pairs, and all of the majors also. See, now we have some rejection right here. Now, when gold is moving in a certain direction in such a strong way, I would normally expect very small pullbacks. So let's say, for example, that would be enough of a pullback for me to start again looking for buying opportunities. But the only difference now is that we are at the 3,500 level. Okay, so this is what makes me think we're due to see a deeper pullback, and that's why I'm not going to rush into any entries here on gold at the moment. Now this is definitely a setup that I would like to see here on euro dollar. A little bit more of a push to the downside just to take price below that previous structure, and if it does, then I'm going to be looking for that reversal for me potentially to enter a long trade. But let's give it a bit more time, see how it goes. Now I'm not going to lie, it looks like we've got a signal in the opposite direction, but at the same time we're not gaining momentum to the downside. All right, let's see how it goes. We may be going back to the upside right away. A little bit of movement on gold here. Same on euro dollar. So we do have some bullish momentum, but pound dollar is the only one that struggles to continue to the upside. While I'm looking at euro dollar, and it's not moving much, but at least it's not dropping. So here is the 1 hour time frame on gold, and this is the current 1 hour candle. Remember what we said about the going from bearish to bullish before it closes? There's still just over 20 minutes, and look at where we are. So let's see how it goes. Alright, a strong move from pound dollar. So I'm taking this off. And I'm more biased for a pullback now, since we didn't manage to form that break and retest setup. Then we're most likely going to break below this, and then we're going to be looking for a potential reversal. Just what the original idea was. Now remember that I am actually expecting a deeper pullback here on gold as well, which means on the lower time frames, I'm not looking to enter a long trade yet. Now obviously if we break above this resistance, we could start potentially looking to take a long trade on break and retest, for example. But for now, I actually think we're going to see a downside continuation. Now, if I look at this most recent move, we are reacting at a 38.2. But for me, I wanted to see kind of a deeper pullback. So I'm still expecting to see a little bit more of a bearish price action here on gold. Okay. So quite a big drop here on the majors, euro dollar and pound dollar. But remember, we are still waiting for those pullbacks below the most recent lows. So as soon as we take those out, then I'm gonna be kind of expecting for a reversal, even if that pullback continues lower, right? But I'm not looking to take a sell trade here. About 13 minutes left until that first hour of the London session. We did see some action. There are probably going to be better opportunities later on, maybe during the US session. But it's very important, if you don't have a good enough setup, you just don't enter a trade. It's as simple as that. This is how you limit your losses. I mean, you reduce your losing positions because you reduce your positions overall, right? It's most of the times to be a profitable trader, really, it's not like you have to find more profitable trades. It's more of you have to reduce your losing positions. And over trading is probably one of the major factors why a lot of people have that much losing positions, because there are traders who make profit but they give it back to the market, all of it, and that's because they overtrade. Yeah, so let's see. I actually think gold will continue lower before it breaks above the resistance. um, I mean, the first level which I would watch out for would be right here. So let's say roughly around 3,440. Obviously we have some previous structure here, but ideally we're going to see a bigger drop here on gold, right? This is going to give us much better entries for the next move towards the upside. So what's going on with the yen cross pairs? Yep, not much. Still trading around the same levels, which I'm not surprised, obviously. So as soon as we approached the lows here on euro dollar, previous lows, we can already see very similar reaction to what we had before right here. Okay. Don't yet have such a reaction on pound dollar, but it looks like yeah, we may be forming up this range right here. So as you can see, we are trading sideways on both pound dollar and euro dollar. Obviously, when we're looking at the lower time frames, of course, because if you go over to the 1 hour, the 4 hour charts, you will see that we're bullish. But I do want to see some pullbacks in order for me to start looking for buying opportunities. Otherwise, I don't really want to, especially when I have equal lows, right? I know at some point the market will take those out and maybe then go back to the upside. But for me, this is a trap, all right? I know there are a lot of stop loss orders down here, and I know the market will most likely try and take them out before it continues to the upside. So that's why I really don't want to go long here on euro dollar, or not even on pound dollar. Same thing here, all right? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Remember that I'm also waiting for a deeper pullback here on gold. I'm not going to be looking to take a sell trade, but I'm definitely going to be observing price action throughout today and see if I get that reversal back to the upside. You know, ideally, I want to see the pullback as low as it can go, right? If we look at the 1 hour time frame, not even here. I would like to see a deeper pullback than the 3,440 level. So anyways, I think I'm gonna end the session here. Again, for those of you who haven't seen my channel before, make sure to not only subscribe because I'm doing live sessions like this twice a week completely for free, but also because there is a lot of valuable content. Don't forget to check out our website, trendlineforex.com. Like I said earlier, a ton of valuable information. We've got blog articles, we've got courses which are completely free, and we also have a free Telegram channel. You can find all the links in the description below this video. But in that free Telegram channel, you will get a daily update on the technical side of euro dollar. Not only, of course, I also talk about fundamentals as well. So if you want to be up to date with what's going on with the majors and also any promotion, any giveaway that we do, make sure to join the free Telegram channel. All right, and if you have any questions, obviously leave them in the comment section right here on YouTube, or you can also message me. All right, to find my personal contact, you can join the free Telegram channel. I pretty much leave it under every single post. So anyways, I think I'm gonna end the session here. Watch out for the 1 hour candles, how they close, and also watch out for those pullbacks. Okay, if you see bearish price action on euro dollar, pound dollar, gold, just consider that this is a pullback. All right, maybe not the best time to look for selling opportunities, but instead of that, just wait for the reversals in the opposite direction. And like I said, because I post daily updates on euro dollar in the free Telegram channel, if you join tomorrow, you can check out my message, and you'll see where I think euro dollar is going to go from there. All right, if I'm expecting to see the pullback continuing, or if we're going to be looking to take a long trade. And this way you will know what to trade, when to trade, and how to trade it as well, right? Completely for free. So anyways, I'm gonna end it right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which is gonna be when? It's gonna be on Thursday, 24th of April. All right, again, 8 a.m. London time, just like every other time. All right.